This was one of those movies in the 90s that kind of had a similar plot as another film, Drop Zone, which I reviewed not long ago. Really enjoyed that, and I wanted to go back to Terminal Velocity because I remember a few things about the movie, and it's been a number of years since I had watched it. We are introduced to Charlie Sheen, who is a skydiving maverick in the form of Ditch, who gets drawn into Nastassia Kinski's character, Chris Morrow, who turns up at his school for skydiving at the start, wanting to take a lesson. This is her first time. She's exceedingly nervous and unsure about the experience. And he takes her up in the air, but his grander scheme is to give her the experience of a lifetime and then sleep with her afterwards if he can get away with it. But things go awry. Chris falls out of the plane and he can't save her, and ultimately he's a little bit responsible for this lady's death, or so it would seem. Turns out that he has stumbled into the plot of ex-KGB agents who are looking to make a lot of money and have a retirement fund after their careers have kind of faded away. It's got a really good cast in it. We've got James Gandolfini in this, who does a really wonderful job, I feel. We've got Christopher McDonald, who is really good. I kind of like the actor, but he's a little bit overhanded with his roles, but I kind of find that fits in perfectly as a bleached blonde thug who loves his car. And like I said, Nastassia Kinski's in there, as well as Chris, who dies, or does she? And not really a plot twist, something that happens fairly early on in the movie. And it's a kind of typical 90s action thriller. Now, I always preferred this over Drop Zone, but on recent watches, I think I preferred Drop Zone more. There's some surprises in this one that I'd love to talk about, which I won't waste for you in case you sit down to watch it. But I think James Gandolfini has a wonderful role as a district attorney who gets kind of caught up in the middle of everything that's going on. His nervous tics of chewing on these sweets, of just being a little bit geeky with the eye drops and stuff like that. It's just a wonderful performance, and I think just really is terrific. There's some great stunts and action set pieces in this one as well. One of my favourite ones is the one that stuck with me, is the one with the car, the woman in the trunk, and it fallen from an aeroplane and someone having to save her. It's wonderfully done. A kind of mix of various things, but you know that they actually dropped this car and did some stunt work on it. It's amazing. I think it looks terrific. Charlie Sheen is a little bit grating already. He's getting to that annoying stage of his career where he needs someone to reel him back a little bit from certain moments. And Nastassia Kinski is remarkably bland within the movie. I remember liking her a lot along with Sheen, but this time I found both of them a little bit lacking. And the story itself is a little bit convoluted and not as smart as it thinks it is. The script as well jumps all over the place, from being in your face, just silly and unrealistic, to sometimes being rather fun and energetic. But it seems to have this strange dichotomy amongst it, where it's not just across the board good. It definitely has peaks and valleys in it as well. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a fun diversion, a nice late night movie where I didn't really have to think. I could just sit back and enjoy it, enjoy the stunts, enjoy some of the one-liners and the action that happens. There's a wonderful shootout that I thought was particularly great and broke up the action from the skydiving kind of stuff we were seeing. I would check it out. It's on Disney Star if you're interested in this one at all. I'd love to know your thoughts on Terminal Velocity. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.